Hey guys, just busy working on the next episode, but I just want to include this message to you. I just want to say thank you. Um, I'm really overwhelmed by all the love and kindness and support. I'm going through all the messages and going through the comment section, and it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. I very I nearly didn't put that last video out uh, because it's such an emotive topic, and I wasn't too sure how it would be received. But it's mind blowing the reception that video's had, and I just want to say thank you to you all. I want to say a massive thank you for sharing your experience. Uh, Obviously there was messages of support, but there was also people telling me and sharing their experience of the struggles that they go through. And everyone's going through something. Let's face it. It's the state of the world at the moment, it's a crazy place. And thanks for opening up. I really hope that this channel becomes interactive like that, and we build a community through it. That'd be amazing. So please, yeah, get involved in the comment section. It really means a lot to us to have that interaction, and it's a beautiful thing. So thank you for all your continued support. It really, really does mean the world to us. And I hope you enjoy the next video. Take care, guys. After what felt like an eternity in isolation, after receiving the diagnosis, I was soon back on my feet and making preparations for the next visit. As my consultant told me that in his opinion, I was fit enough and stable enough to travel again. I sold my old 4x4, my all pride and joy. We shared many journeys together and many adventures, but it was time to say goodbye. I'd come to terms with the fact that I wouldn't be going on any more crazy off-road adventures, and in reality, I needed a complete change of lifestyle. And we used the money from this sale to purchase something just a little bit more practical. It's time to introduce Fanny, our old Ford Tranny. Fanny's an ex-police vehicle, and she'd be perfect for the logistical side of moving from one country to another. Fanny had spent many years in the Welsh Police Force, where she'd served as a speed camera vehicle, but was now on retirement like me. She was well insulated and well maintained, perfect for our needs. She was in pretty good shape overall. Her mileage was low, the electrics would need sorting out, but fortunately for us, we're really blessed to have an amazing friend who helped us to get this vehicle in tip-top shape, ready for the long journey. So thank you, Mark, for helping us complete this journey. As soon as we could, we started getting her prepared to make the long journey to Portugal. And when we parked her up and looked out the window, we could see just how dirty the roof was. So we got stuck into that. So after receiving some much needed TLC, it was time to hit the road. So we were back on the ferry, heading towards Santander once again. It felt amazing to be heading back to the land that we loved. The consultants at the hospital had given me a month's supply of medication to take away with me, on the agreement that I had regular blood tests and sent the results through to the hospital for them to monitor. There'd been times over the previous months that I wasn't too sure if I'd ever walk on this land again. I wasn't too sure if I'd ever see it again. This time it was only for a month, as I still needed to be close to the hospital to be monitored continuously. Having spent so much time in isolation, it was a beautiful experience to see Lorna getting stuck in, connecting with the land, and doing all the things that she just loves to do. Obviously, I couldn't get too involved. I had to be extremely careful, as it was just far too risky. and I wasn't feeling great.
A pile of brambles that have been cleared.
But it felt really great just to be back on our land.
Opening up the space around the well.
So Lorna decided to tidy up around the well. This would allow her to get creative and to make a transformation in a short time.
Victories.
The well was so overgrown with brambles, you couldn't really see it. Here's a previous clip to show just how overgrown it was before Lorna got started. So she began chipping away at it, bit by bit, making steady progress. It was November, and the weather was a bit changeable, and we had frequent showers, but it remained warm during the day, and got cool and even cold overnight.
One bramble at a time.
Well done.
Not quite finished, but that's me for the day. I would have loved to have got in there. We did both the flanks today. You were a great help, weren't you? Mm. Mm. Hello. Hello, princess. You enjoying it here? Eh? Better than the woody. There's not much to do there, is there?
Getting there.
I wonder if we should take these overhanging ones off.
Mm-hmm.
Make that decision tomorrow. Or whenever I've got the energy again.
There's 2 wells on the land, both of them heavily overgrown. This is a shot of the other one that's situated higher up the hill, surrounded by thick mimosa. At some point, we're going to have to get stuck into this one as well. So once the area around the well had been cleared, Lorna began sinking the fence posts. This was obviously going to be a lot of hard physical work and require a great deal of effort.
So we do have quite an abundance of mimosa that needs to be felled. A lot of it very young, highly flammable trees that you need to get rid of. So today I'm going to just concentrate on getting a few straight, thin ones. See what I can do with them. Let absolutely no light in. Yeah, it's just so dark in there.
There's obviously pros and cons to owning such a large piece of land. The con being the distance that you end up walking when you got to carry stuff from one side to the other. Moments like these that a little quad bike could come in really handy. But it's a great way of getting your steps in, and you can certainly give up your gym contract.
So we're back at the well today. Sun is shining. It's absolutely beautiful. Considering we're halfway through November, it's just amazing. Put a vest on, it's so warm. Enough about that. Let's talk about the well. So when I initially put the stakes in, I made a mistake. I have spaced them too far apart. So I thought about using eucalyptus poles that I could harvest from the forest. But then a friend came round and said that they're likely to rot out in no time. So I had to wait till we could go into town again and grab some more. I've now got some more poles. I'll get them banged in now. And then the fun can begin, because all I want to do is do a little fencing. So I'm going to be using mimosa that I got from the forest, dragged all the way up from the bottom of the property. Wasn't no easy feat, I must say. But yeah, all the brambles being cleared. Loads of piles of brambles over there. But stop chatting so much, Lana. Let's get cracking. This has become one of my favorite things to do in the morning. Take a little stroll, different areas of the property. Such a beautiful morning. And you know, as soon as this mist lifts, we're going to have an amazing day again. But even though we're not waking up to sunshine, still feel this is very special weather. Pretty. These new webs, I don't know if you can make it out. These guys are so active. How pretty it looks. Just beautiful. One of the observations that I made a few days after all those rains, this moss was the brightest luminous green, almost like this green down here. But as the sun comes out, the moss just turns brown again. And then on the other side of the boulders, where the sun doesn't really reach it, it's still quite green. Yeah, like that there, that's quite luminous. You can see where the sun comes up, quickly loses its moisture and just goes brown again. So pretty. That whole area there with all that broom, that needs clearing on our next visit. Because I think I'm going to put a lot of fruit and nut trees there. But for now, I have my coffee. And I'm just going to sit. Be grateful for being here. Be present. Enjoy the moment. Stunning. I mean, let's face it, it's not every day you can wear a vest in mid-November. But yeah, already dressed, had a shower, hair washed, off to see the council. Hopefully everything goes well and we start to have some success with the planning permission for the barn. But for now, those are problems beyond my control, so all I can do is just be in the moment, be present, and just be here. You can even hear the leaves falling off the trees. The mist has lifted lovely and just exposing this amazing day. Managed to haul a few more sticks up this morning. Don't have time now to finish the job. But very happy with the progress so far. Had my cup of coffee this morning, sitting on the rock, in the mist. Just a few hours later, and this is what we have. Beautiful bright soul. One of the few Portuguese words I would learn this time round. More to come. But yeah, Annalie is in a happy place, doing what she loves, with the man she loves. Life doesn't get much better. Yeah. So, just doing the finishing touches on this. I think I have to take this one off actually. And all I'm doing is just simply weaving them in and out. It's so simple. That we can do being a bit longer. And I can reach that hole there. There we go. looking good. Very happy with it. I feel like I can return to the UK tomorrow, having left a little mark of me here. A little bit of my twisted personality. Not able to on this occasion, but when we come back, the plan is to plant some wildflowers. Maybe put up a bird box or two. I can see this being a very peaceful and tranquil area.
Lorna got on with applying the finishing touches to the new fence.
Right, so last one going on. That's all good. Happy with that, and I think just to tidy it up, I'm just going to go around and take off some of these that are obtruding. Alright, I think I'm happy with that. My first attempt anyway. Never done a fence like this before. There's a first for everything, huh? And I think on this this journey there's going to be a lot of firsts. I'm so happy with it. Unfortunately, the last few hours here, got to leave very early in the morning, just as the weather's improved. I mean, mid-November. I'm in a vest. It's nuts. But yeah, had a great time. It was over way too quickly. Before you know it, you have to go back. But hopefully not for too long. We can return as soon as possible. I gotta go. I don't want to. Hugs and love. Bye.
In the final days of our stay here, we had one of the locals who came to pay us a visit. He was undeterred by Matakwe's presence, and he started spending more time hanging around. And there was times when this little chap was walking along with me. It was almost like having another dog, and I gave him the name Amigo. Our other amigo, Pedro, helped us to fix our track as access was getting difficult due to the rain. He worked tirelessly on the track, making it more accessible for us in the future. Of course, we funded the hire of the digger, and we did pay him for this work. The access to our property is quite steep, and obviously the rain washes it away over time, which makes getting up this little hill extremely difficult in the wet winter months. So guys, this concludes the videos for this year, 2023. I'm slowly but surely getting through this backstory, bringing us up to real time. So join us in the next video on our next little adventure. Really hope you're enjoying this story as we go along. Please like, subscribe, and get involved in the comments section because it really means a lot to hear from you guys. And we'll catch you in the next one. Much love, everyone.